Hey there, happy Monday. We're watching for weather that's happening across central Texas as it pertains to us here in the Coastal Bend. Why do we care? I'll explain coming up in your 7-day forecast, and I'll show you how it could bring impacts to your neighborhood ahead.
Hey everyone, I'm Drew Bishop, and coming up, I'll introduce you to a husband and wife who've been cleaning up their neighborhood for 20 years and have picked up some friends along the way.
Hey everyone, I'm Laura Liska at Whataburger Field. The Corpus Christi Hooks are taking a road trip to San Antonio later this week, but before they left, our Chris 6 Hooks Kid reporter sat down with a pitcher in sports.
Thank you for joining us on Chris 6 News. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Here's a look at what we have been following across the Coastal Bend.
Hey everyone, I'm Drew Bishop, and picking up trash is everyone's responsibility. I met one local couple who's doing their part in a unique way.
Before the sun rises, Elvira and Joe Villanueva are scouring Airline Road, not looking for treasure, but searching for trash.
At the beginning, when we started picking up the cans, there were some people saying, man, you guys are crazy.
But what may seem crazy to some has become routine for the pair. Every morning for 21 years, the Villanuevas wake up at 5 a.m. and canvass their neighborhood, looking for stray cans to collect for money and cleaning up trash along the way. It was 2005 when their doctor said they needed to walk more because of high blood pressure. But early on, the couple discovered that walking just to walk wasn't their speed.
And I thought, this is no fun. And so we would see a can here, a can there, and thought, okay, let's pick up cans. And since then, we do this, you know.
After over 2 decades of trash pickup, they've made some friends along the way.
That's another one. Good morning. That's another one. Another person that knows us.
But their biggest supporters are a hungry group of cats outside St. Pius Church.
One comes out, then the other one. We call it, oh, there's our little gang. And they start coming out. And they meet us, you know, they go maybe like a block away, they go and meet us. And
sure enough, the highlight of our 90-minute walk was serving breakfast to the feline family.
Come on, there.
The Villanuevas cash in the cans they find, but they say it's not about the money.
We get approached by some people, they want to give us money. Okay, oh, come on, we don't want to take your money. We're not doing it for people to give us money or nothing.
And while the couple are in their 70s, they tell me they don't plan to stop anytime soon. Reporting for Chris 6 News, I'm Drew Bishop.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and if you've ever walked from Ennis Jocelyn to Paul Jones, you know you might be stuck walking in the street. Now, that could be changing.
People walking and biking along Holly Road will soon have a safer route. Right now, there is no safe place for families to walk near the Monteverde neighborhood. Pedestrians are forced to share the road with heavy traffic just off of Ennis Jocelyn. Neighbors say trying to reach the nearby nature preserve is a daily challenge. The lack of a sidewalk creates a dangerous situation for people exercising outside.
Not everybody's a great driver. Not everybody's considerate for joggers or bikers. So anytime we're forced to go on the road, you have to be very cautious.
But a solution is on the way. The city plans to start construction on a new sidewalk this fall, and it'll pave the way from Ennis Jocelyn to Paul Jones. The project will finally give neighbors a safe and direct connection to the nature preserve.
Holly Road is the focus of another highly anticipated project. The Holly Road Trestle Project will connect the Oso Bay wetlands to Flower Bluff. A $13 million grant from TxDOT is helping fund the project. The plan calls for construction of a 15-foot wide bridge over the old train trestle that crosses Oso Bay. Once completed, the project will include a shared-use hike and bike bridge, landscaping, and designated spots for fishing. There will also be a parking lot with space for trailers. Also included in the project are restrooms. The city hopes to have the Holly Road Trestle project finished by October 2027.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Sure, we've seen a bit of rain here in the Coastal Bend today with that sea breeze kicking up showers and storms, bringing that to along the 77 corridor out toward the 281 corridor. But that's not going to be the main focus for rainfall here as we move through this work week. We're watching for rainfall that's going to be bringing a good drink of water to central Texas. And there's a particular reason why we will be focusing on the rainfall that's happening here and how some of that could impact our more northern neighborhoods. I'll be breaking down what to expect, but looking at your week as a whole, here are a few things we need to keep in mind. We'll be watching for those spotty showers along the sea breeze during the afternoon. And as you probably know by now, they are likely to bring you a good downpour that only lasts about 10, maybe 15 minutes, some lightning, and then it's gone. Those daytime highs when we're not seeing the rain are going to be quite hot. We'll be in those low to middle 90s. And then at the end of the week, we'll be watching for, you guessed it, a familiar friend or foe. Another plume of Saharan dust coming back to the coastal bend.
Hey everyone, I'm Larissa Liska at Whataburger Field. The Corpus Christi Hooks won 2 of their 6 games against a tough Frisco Rough Riders team last week. Now they're looking to rebound against the San Antonio Missions in a 3-game road trip starting Friday. But before they leave, our Chris 6 Hooks Kid reporter sat down with a pitcher.
Hi, my name is Trenton, and
This is Brett Gillis, right-handed pitcher for the Corpus Christi Hooks.
Who inspired you to play baseball?
I think it would probably be my older brother. He got into baseball when I was a little kid. And I have 2 brothers, one older and one younger, and we all played baseball growing up, and I just fell in love with the game at a young age, probably your age.
My favorite baseball movie is The Sandlot. What's yours?
Ooh, that's a good pick. I would probably have to go with Benchwarmers. I used to watch that all the time growing up. A close second might be Bull Durham. Honorable mention there. Benchwarmers? You don't know Benchwarmers?
I have no idea.
You gotta go home and watch that. Yeah.
What's your favorite memory about Little League?
Probably, I used to play shortstop in Little League, and I just loved, you play shortstop too? Yeah, so I just love taking grounders and hanging out with my teammates. We played at a field called Madison Field, and they had the Biggie burgers at the Snack Shack, and we would always eat those, so that's another good memory from Little League.
If you go to Whataburger, what do you order? I order a double meat plain with just ketchup.
So I'm from Washington State, so I've only been to Whataburger a handful of times, but I really like their breakfast. Their breakfast on a bun. So usually I go there and I get the breakfast.
The Corpus Christi Hooks 3-game road trip to San Antonio starts on Friday before they come back to Whataburger Field next week to host the Amarillo Sod Poodles. I'm Larissa Liska, Chris 6 Sports.
There's growing concern about a pretty nasty stomach bug we first told you about last week. The City County Health District has issued a health advisory about the growing number of cyclosporosis cases locally. The number 1 symptom of this illness is prolonged diarrhea. Local health officials have confirmed 20 cases of cyclosporosis in Nueces County since January. That's more than 4 times the number of cases reported for all of last year. The source of this stomach bug has not been identified. Health officials encourage residents to thoroughly wash all fruits and vegetables before eating or preparing them. Also practice good hygiene, especially when preparing food and after using the bathroom. Officers responding to a disturbance call this afternoon at Foley and Castores find 2 stabbing victims when they arrive. The victims were a man and a woman. Police say they were stabbed during a fight, but no other details have been released. The 2 victims were taken to the hospital in unknown condition. No arrests have been made. Summer vacation is already over for some students in our area. TMISD is gearing up for the first day of classes this Wednesday. The district operates on a year-round schedule. Students and parents are spending today and tomorrow meeting their new teachers. Toloso Midway Intermediate School is welcoming nearly 800 kids this year. The principal says the short summer break still gives students plenty of time to recharge.
The year-round schedule is a very quick summer. However, our students do get 6 weeks, so that's ample time for them to get rested and to relax a little bit and get rejuvenated to come in and start here in July.
Students will get their next break very soon. The district has its first intersession scheduled for the first week of September. The U.S. Department of Transportation is investing $1.7 billion in transportation projects across the country, and one of those projects is located here. The Port of Corpus Christi is getting $24.3 million for a railway project. The money will be used to modernize and lengthen railways at the Port of Corpus Christi's inland port. This is one of 127 projects in 52 states to get funding from the Department of Transportation.
You are watching Chris 6, a part of the Scripps News Group.
A Robstown family is one step closer to moving into a brand new house. Habitat for Humanity Corpus Christi held a groundbreaking ceremony this morning on Retama Drive. This is the organization's first build in the city of Robstown. The project actually started in May. Volunteers framed the walls during the inaugural Buck Days build. Now crews will move those walls to the site once the foundation is poured. Future homeowner Ruby Ramon says she and her daughters have looked forward to this for years.
A lifetime home with new memories, holidays, just sharing all that with family and just enjoying it as it comes. The Buck Days experience was wonderful.
Organizers hope to finish construction before the end of the year. They are still looking for volunteers to help with sheetrock, painting, and fencing. Here's what else is making news today in the Lone Star State. Harris County leaders are demanding a transparent investigation into a deadly ICE shooting. Commissioner Rodney Ellis and the district attorney held a news conference today. They discussed the death of Lorenzo Salgado Araujo. An ICE agent shot and killed him last week during an operation in Houston. Officials say he was not intended target. Community members gathered over the weekend to honor his life. They plan to hold more events in the coming days to push for answers. Texas is spending more than $5 million to bring more doctors to rural areas. Governor Greg Abbott announced the new grants today. The money will pay for hands-on training for medical students. They will work alongside practicing doctors in family medicine and pediatrics. The goal is to encourage students to work in underserved communities after they graduate. The grants will go to 3 professional medical societies in the state. Students will start these training programs during the summer after their first year of medical school. State health officials are warning Texans to stay away from wild animals. New data shows a high number of confirmed rabies cases across the state this year. Bats account for the most infectious. Skunks and raccoons are also top carriers. Officials urge you to avoid approaching animals that appear sick or unusually tame. They also recommend keeping your pets vaccinated. If you are bitten or scratched, you should seek medical attention immediately.
Richard Gillespie, the longtime Robstown sports statistician, has passed away after his 3rd battle with cancer. I'm Stephanie Molina, and I heard from those who knew him about the legacy he leaves behind and the decades of dedication to the community.
He's doing stats out there.
That's how many people in Robstown are remembering Richard Gillespie as a familiar face at Robstown ISD sporting events. For decades, he kept stats for countless games, leaving his own mark on cotton picker athletics.
He was a really good student in that he was very conscientious about everything he did. And that translated later when he joined the athletic department as a statistician. He was always dead accurate in what he had to do.
In 2024, Robstown ISD even honored Gillespie by naming the high school gym after him, recognizing his lifelong commitment to the district and its student athletes. Friends say it was a tribute he was able to see and truly appreciate.
I'm so happy that Robstown did honor him so much, that you honored him. He has a gym named for him when he could appreciate that.
Those who knew Gillespie say his impact extended far beyond the scorebook, remembering him as someone who quietly helped others without seeking recognition.
He came up to the school. There was a young lady whose family's had a terrible tragedy. And he came and he gave us $50. And this was back in the 80s when $50 was a lot of money. And he said, I want you to give this to that family, but don't you say a word about where it came from. And that was Richard.
On Sunday morning, Gillespie passed away after his 3rd battle with cancer. For many in the community, he will always be remembered as a true cotton picker legend.
We're going to miss him. The kids are going to miss him. The community is going to miss him. Robstown Athletics, ISD is going to miss Richard Gillespie.
At this time, no funeral arrangements have been announced. We'll be sure to keep you updated as more information becomes available. In Robstown, I'm Stephanie Molina, Chris 6 News.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber giving you a view of the forecast for way upstairs in the atmosphere. There's a reason why this ties together our forecast for the whole week. As you see this bullseye here right over the northern central part of the U.S., that's high pressure setting up and a heat dome for our friends in more central parts of the lower 48. They are definitely going to be feeling the heat. Not anything that's very remarkable for us. Our temperatures are going to stay pretty close to where we expect them for this time of the year for most of the week, but they are really going to be feeling the heat. More importantly, this weather pattern is going to send storm systems to Texas, to central Texas in particular, and some of that could impact us here in the coastal bend. Now, we have flood alerts in effect for a large swath of central and northern parts, western parts of Texas. Those go until Thursday night. I'm not expecting flooding here in the coastal bend, but I bring this to your attention because what else is happening in this particular part of Texas? Bexar County, for reference, where San Antonio is. What happens out here? Yeah, we pay attention to where our watershed is. Again, no concern for flooding where we are at this time. We'll still see a few showers, but this is what I'm hoping we can remedy with this setup for the weather pattern this week. We still have some drought as of last Thursday's update that we need to get rid of within our watershed, and a good drink of rainfall to get to our watershed is going to be helped by any kind of rainfall really hydrating those very dry soils. So it's something I'll be watching for. But back here at home, looks like a decent forecast if you're trying to plan a walk with your favorite four-legged friend. Our dog walking forecast star of the day is Kirby, brought to you by our friends over at Line of Utah. This pup looks ready to go. We got the jersey on and everything. Love to see it. Well, for fluffy pups, this heat has been a bit of a struggle. Temperatures are going to be coming down as we go through tonight, and the rest of the rain for inland neighborhoods tapering off. We'll still have a muggy feeling in the air as we go through the rest of the week, but rain chances are looking pretty scattered to even isolated. I'll bring you more on the 7-day forecast ahead.
Well, Corpus Christi firefighters jumped into action to save a furry friend over the 4th of July weekend. A concerned citizen called for help after spotting a dog stranded in the Corpus Christi Bay. The dog was swimming away from the land. Crews from Engine 11 and Medic 11 quickly arrived to the scene. They spotted the distressed dog and went into the water. Firefighters safely brought the dog back to shore. Animal Care Services also responded to help with the rescue.
Before your next backyard cookout, check your grill. Conair is recalling more than 12,000 Cuisinart gas grills because the pizza oven's glass window can shatter during use. The recall affects the Cuisinart Propel Plus 4-burner 3-in-1 gas grill with pizza oven. The company says it's gotten nearly 40 reports of shattered glass and 1 reported fire. Now, luckily, no one's been hurt. The grills were sold at Lowe's, Walmart, and online through Cuisinart's website between December of last year and May of this year. Consumers are being told to stop using the grill right away and check the company's website for refund information.
A taste of Italy is coming to the Corpus Christi West Side. Olive Garden has announced the opening date for its newest location. Their new restaurant is in South Coast Plaza. That's at the corner of SPID and Greenwood. The grand opening date is Monday, July 20th at 11 a.m. If you're looking for a job, that Olive Garden is also still hiring.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber with one more look at your 7-day forecast. Rain chances are really going to be focused between tomorrow evening and heading into most of Wednesday, tapering off on Thursday morning. And while it's not a whole lot of rain, and certainly nothing in comparison to what our friends in Central Texas are going to be expecting, we could use some rainfall. Sure, by the numbers, we're in a surplus, but we still have some drought within the watershed, and we could still use that cushion to get us by in case we don't see as much rainfall over the next couple of months. We're not going to shy away from any rain. So at most, this will just be a few isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. I do expect the lightning and the thunder to be with it. When we get these showers skirting by, they'll likely trigger along with the afternoon sea breeze. But Wednesday, one of the systems that's moving into Central Texas could clip our more northern neighborhoods and bring a more steady rainfall. That's probably going to be the wettest day of the week here across the coastal bend is Wednesday. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. After our rain chances wrap up, we'll be expecting dust and heat for the end of the week.
Thank you for watching Chris 6 News. Have a great night.